the past governor and his allies, they used the name of His Majesty and the Benin Royal Museum to siphon funds from the international community.
Ihueki ekaegele ni redo ohenikpia kevenihuo coalition of sociocultural group Aiguobasinmwin group Otedo Youth Union keve ave otu gugave henibun nire Otedo ladian yave edenere sukupe le oedohia okawo garie owe okarioba nore Osadebe Avenue yaha we iwo wa ore emiare ne aye museum ni atie MOWA nore oedo na ha we akeve ipede nogie owo we ukinayena we na dobo ejine na kakabo mupa muwere ge serio we ekevi nwenwe aya swen iwo wa ore emiare na bo do save na ibo ese na we agagbewe ne evinekweku eobirio rumu dona otu na ka ewe iamajo bojo na kwezede kie ehie rumu da evi bunaru le no kan eme iwo wana okarovo oge eme iwo wana okarioba no karo Godwin Obaseki katai ve ede ne omonoba imwe ibe na tie red book Benin anthropology ladian okarioba ni katai serio we yenga mwegbe na ga ya be iwo wa ore emiare na tie Benin Royal Museum aike miewe arioba oriyen ifo leva seva yenga gwe ni atie Benin dialogue group igwan no kan ipa emiare na iya kaye we okekegire egene okarioba na ya we igo no hwa lele ave emiare na ke ewebode ona ifie ona fiwerie ona ya kyoto obe na tie legacy trust fund ana ye origbo ya wakalotuba ana ke legacy trust fund fie werie ya hien MOWA no Edo Museum for West African Arts omai peva ne okarioba ore agbenwo e Nigeria no ka ro ige agbonoga yemi Muhammadu Buhari onari mweyuhi haiwe ave emiare na ya fe ni rowa kevinirisi kenore donde iwo wa be ewebo ore omonoba eno leva seva amo eju ne we ehia no de no kedonde agbenwo de egwa monoba eorie runda no nyawa amuwa egie ugbebe okarioba no karo yimiewe ayu imwe ave emie arena ya fe ni de evani arena fie eni ore iwo wana werie ke Edo Museum for West Africa Atikpa na do ya hien MOWA no Museum of West Africa Arts levani ga denia akebe iwo wana ave otu na ave taserio we donde igo no lele ave emiare na de we okarioba no karo liyeke ya lele ave ebo dwiko ve ipa ave iwo wa na wa bona ave ka serio we Benin Royal Museum no ka ewe ya bo ne omonoba aikemie we upe ha gba enini eoya iya igwaligo re igo ve obe arebo keve awe manike ya fe na do ya be na ribona ya we ta se do we otona boy ni owo kare oba eno na do ba no la wowo na kaka bo pa mu we re na ya gwale ote ima ninya iwo wana na mie we ebi no keke na awo na we ugbere we ari se ore okarioba iya gwaregwa.
So we decided to come up today to a very peaceful protest to meet you and also to appeal to you that there's a need for you to please use your good office to put a stop to that opening until all investigation about the process is done. We know the museum was fraudulently built, I would say, because the funds that were used for the museum were funds that were supposed to be used to build the Benin Museum. 2018, during the book launch of Your Majesty, the Red Book, the past Governor Godwin Obaseki made a pledge and the full support, and how he has met and dialogue with the Benin Dialogue Group on the need to build a real museum to support His Majesty's dreams. And he openly said it will be built in 3 years and handed over to His Majesty. But I think the moment he gets to understand that there are a lot of us attached to it from international communities and those bringing in the artifacts, he decided to do a total change of the whole process and came up with Legacy Trust, and later became the MOWA, which was Edo Museum for West African Arts. But along the line, may so rest in peace the former president of the country, General Muhammad Buhari, who in his own wisdom saw that the artifact actually belongs to the Oba and placed a gazette on it, that for no reason and for no account, that not a single piece of the artifact should be removed from the coffer of the Oba of Benin when it comes. And His Majesty must inspect to confirm it's really its artifact. The moment the past governor saw that, he removed the E, which is a Edo Museum for West African Art, and now left with MO Museum for West African Art, which is MOWA. All this while, there was an excavation there, unknown to His Majesty, unknown to Edo people. It was done secretly. I was one of the few persons who were able to reveal the dirty deals of the past government. And I was there myself and saw a lot of items that were recovered from the old Edo hospital. I cannot imagine a governor destroying a legacy to build a structure that might not even benefit the entire people. We know what hospital means to the Edos and everybody at large. He destroyed an existing hospital, which was built in 1918 or thereabout, which was supposed to be celebrated. The best they can do is to renew or renovate and make it a standard, but he destroyed it for so self-end. And again, we would like to make the government know that that ground in question was a palace ground. The Oba Cultural Complex was actually the bedroom of Oba Aburami, where most artifacts were looked at, including the first arcade. And where the so-called museum is built was the harem of His Majesty's stuff, Oba Aburami. So I cannot imagine why he decided to be too, I use the word very crafty, and I don't know what to use, so I don't start passing insults to the past government. As Benin's and Idos, we have deep respect for elders. As such, we still have according due respect as an elder, but his atrocities and activities is what we kick against. So I appeal to Your Majesty, sir, His Excellency, sir. Please use your very good office to put a stop to the commissioning of the opening of the Museum of West African Art.
Okari Oba Doya Mode Upewolo Nwanye Hame Ave Otuna we Yega Kakabo Mukpa Muwere Ige Naya Kakabo Gwale Ote Vene Mowana Ewa Nire Ototoi Okaye Serio we Yen Serio we Ave Eviarena Ore Egwa Monoba Oeno Eva Akevio Ekpa Ave Avio Ede Evani Ewere Beberie Omonoba Oriaha Ikene Ave Emiarena Irie
Oba Tokpe Oba Tokpe I've heard all your grievances. Our prayer is that our heritage, our culture should be kept intact. This bronze, we all know where it was taken from. And now they are back to our land. The best thing is take it first back to where it was taken from, then the Oba, the custodian of our culture, we now decide where to keep them. I will meet with the Oba. I will meet with him this afternoon to discuss with him. And also, I am very happy that yesterday the Minister for Tourism and Culture placed a call to me, and I told her, I said, Madam, you need to come down. She promised she's coming down tomorrow.
Thank you very much, sir.
So we are doing our best to see that we put a lasting solution to this very problem. Everything that belongs to Edo will not be taken from here. I want you to go back home peacefully. Please give me time to resolve this particular issue. Is that not what you want? To resolve it? Thank you very much.
Miyangi keva kpa yanke gisiokian garie iko gbaka na yui nore iso nobobo na tie Edo State House of Assembly ya ka miyan we ni alaho we MOWA na wa akena ni asiero ni aye etian rioba ya dayi we ba gwale imanire ototo ene na rekwe na kwe ikiere.
The Museum of West African Art situated at Ezoti. And we got a very detailed information a couple of 2 days back that they were doing the opening of a MOWA on the 11th of November 2025, which is next week. And we found that very disturbing to us. If the House of Assembly is on the matter, under investigation, everything should be on hold. And we expect that after the investigation, whatever reports was found will be made public to the Benins and the Edos at large, because what concerns them, what concerns us as well. The MOWA was actualized fraudulently by the past government and his lieutenants, I would say, likes of Philip Yonocha, who is the director of the MOWA. 2018, during the book launch of His Majesty, the Red Book, the former Governor Godwin Obaseki made a pledge at the palace ground before His Majesty and before the entire audience, which is right still in my phone, that they met with the Benin Dialogue Group, which His Majesty initiated to help champion the return of the artifacts. And so therefore, they've also reached an agreement some couple of days back in, I think, the country, one of the European countries, to support His Majesty's dream to establish and build the Benin Royal Museum by sourcing funds from the international community to actualize that dream. So when the artifact comes in, it properly has. Down the drain, I don't know what played out. So we think the moment he realized that there was a catch funds attached to the return, so he became a little bit greedy and decided to establish his own legacy trust, which championed a MOWA. Along the line, there was a tussle here and there. We also raised alarm over it on campus education, myself, culture, and several persons raised alarm, challenged the government that this is not right. And when it was time for the Germans to return the very first batch, 1,000 plus at that point in time, I think they requested for the consent of His Majesty to release those artifacts and as well whatever comes with it. To what we gathered, the state government played a very fast role and wrote a letter that His Majesty or thereabouts should relinquish his right of ownership over the artifact. That's an insult to the international institution. So that was when the person got to understand that there was a dirty game plan ongoing. The Germans Chancellor came to see the Majesty on this matter, and a lot of things was exposed. That was when the struggle started. He didn't stop there. He went ahead, kept on successful funds from the international community. Even when I had a chat with the Telegram in the UK regards the artifacts return, one of the journalists with the Telegram made it exposed when one of the princes paid a visit to UK and said the Benin Royal Palace was duped because some persons came to collect funds in the name of the Benin Royal Palace. I still had that soft copy of the newspaper Telegram on my phone. So, along the line, the Benin, those specialist hospital was destroyed. That's a legacy we all know. And we know what hospital means to the people. Was destroyed to establish his own what do you call it, business with his allies or thereabout. And we are also very sure that the state government was not carried along. That's the state government owned property, the ground. Despite that was the palace of the Oba Benin before the British intervention. Oba Keswa Cultural Complex was actually the bedroom for Oba Vorame. And around was the storeroom where the entire artifacts were looted. Before the 1897 invention, the artifact was not produced in the public for public use. It was solemnly produced for the Oba Benin. And the Doing Gun was the business company of the Oba Benin. And those artifacts are relics where our history facts were dictated and sculptured upon. So the Beninese know how to interpret every artifact, relics, or thereabout. Along the line, we don't know how the governor, because of his use office as the governor of the state, he's trying to oppress the national institution and oppress their doors and oppress us as a people. We are Benins. As Benins and Edos, we are forever loyal to His Majesty and the throne. Government goes, government comes, but the palace of the Benin remains and the throne remains. That's one of the oldest thrones in the entire sub-Sahara. So we should continue to have regard and respect for this monarchy and for our king. Earlier was flying up and down that one opening. So we came to the House of Assembly that you should please your good office as a member, as well as all members, to put a stop to the opening of that museum. There might be anarchy if such things comes up, MOWA, until your investigation is done thoroughly. If the investigation is done and is found not wanting, that it came fine, we'll have no problem with that.
Eno mwakpa oge omunujo oge owanana yuina haiwe eveni amure yega igwe omunugwa miaga ke ikoniarie ire we evine omonoba radio boji eyan ga radio boji runde edohia eyan goreva zebe eve na mugiana eve na o kavere otogwa oge owanana yuina ne we yan ga kakabo mu pa mu were nge aya miewe yan zazan soto aya gelegwale ote bene mowana jare he run dona aweta se we agagbegian ni adobo eyi ge na ge kie hie ama miewe agwale ototo efone.
The speaker and the deputy speaker are unavoidably absent. They are in Abuja for official assignment. I'm the majority leader of the House, the leader of the House.
God bless you, sir.
So myself and my colleague, Honorable Richard Edosa, we are holding brief for them. What you are saying today is not new. It's not strange to us in the House here. We are all children of the Oba.
What?
All of us in the House here are children of the
God
Oba.
bless you, sir.
I am from Ekboma. I'm from Esan West. So we all took our offshoot from Benin Kingdom. You know, so we will do everything. We will do everything.
Thank you so much.
Before people came here, we have set up 2 committees. One relating to MOWA and one relating to Radisson.
God bless you so much.
We will get to the root of the matter. We can assure you of that. What belongs to us cannot be taken by strangers. We will join you people to see that what belongs to the palace is given to the so because thank you very much. You know, like I said before, we are not strangers. Even when the issue of Obakezwa Cultural Center was locked down, we were in Edo State here together. We know that that was the placement for all these artifacts. Artifacts are properties of the palace. Government do not produce artifacts. So if what you do not produce, can you collect it as your own? So please calm down. Edo State House of Assembly, we thank you for the peaceful way you are doing your protest, and we assure you of the full support of the House of Assembly in ensuring that we get to the root of this matter. The root of this matter will be gotten to. We will unveil the owners. We will assure you that, you know, they say when the matter is in the court, everybody remains, the status quo remains. We will ensure that nothing is done to open that place.
Iwane koko solo de ewe so ve egwa monoba ugbemi yari isi okianse egwa monoba ne ohave oyoba oredohia na ihamia we eveni amure na we egwa kakabo ijoboyo we no kari oba nwini na ni akakabo mu pa mu were gere yagbalo toyi
Ọba Atọ́pẹ́. Iṣẹ́. Ọmọnọba Atọ́pẹ́. Iṣẹ́. Ọ̀kan bá wàyà dọ̀mọ̀. Mẹ́ọ̀sàzẹ́ Amadien Dubo, or the coordinator of the coalition, or the Benin Social Cultural Organization. You know, you marry man. Or David is also so you marry. No kind at the opening of a MOWA. No basa kikabe yoga ekuku boy Otedo Edo specialist kaye or you marry one. But I serve you where on the 11th or next week. Ya oni akie. Ama be ege na gbe House of Assembly ni. Ya result to e not ayo. De horo no legai. So de but me again go House of Assembly investigate e ne. Wo gi swaya na kana akie. Oni no so su ma o. Mana ladia. Kabijima ikweki igbama abegele kabedion. Ke ka go baso abe bwase won ya ladia. Manaka bu Arioba the Governor, His Excellency, Makeba Pa, Mabia House of Assembly, Aseva Mami, the majority leader, the Speaker Yairo one, Gayani recess. Yaka Bogwansi, Mabe Miani and Lao, Nia Game, Nia Mudia, Nia Mudia, Nia can investigate in Mabe, the Governor way, the Minister for Tourism, Joliba. Okunye gwanoma ekpe na ne dia olude me na tama no dia do ori reke move when the Mr. Winya rari oni ma roe ma iwe fune na mo ma keke awa wa ari ogbe ma ka dia gwa mo no ba ne na do gyomo e yani ma kian ma nwade ma ege do ma so peni ka oria o ma heke no so bi maria o ji mareva the woja then one I see a woman one lao I come back my very money my mure monoba one lao my guess monobai okay no mama my lower you do ya my magbina my magbo me because when I okay my so ya agbina go my ma o my wa west wa domo Obaseki artifact kade MOWA ni that fraudulent MOWA Igo no rekele ya be Benin Museum. Obaseki davat ya be MOWA. Okay. Baba na matame okada ba we MOWA ni whether you investigate o investigate o ake Otedo na. Ake Otedo na. Ani waga ibiago. Ani maga.
Oba atokpe. Enime oi ekwe mo no geme odia mo iyeki ogogba emi eso na dogele susunji ma o we okin Obaseki ga akin abege ni ona ajewe boje hia we akin do be ekena do vie abati fati na viode kena do vio eji sokma okekere de na imari han ni awe obigbo Agijamo Okalotuwa Leba Seva America Mima Wege Bena Bohe America Mima Wege go na lojo Rebena Akia he Rebena Makia he Mama eza dai ho here agi ho agwa adokie mana we Mama he gbona de nedi mala ho mana to ade wa mi we ikwaki hia ima hia seki ya de na mana we oja aya simi e wo ma Oba atokpe Kikpea Kiko Benu wa ya simi osege Ogoba Otedo Bechaba no nyado Etienikao Ebi ro pa lo wa yi Aiguobasinmwin Aiguobatakpe Aiguobatile Benu wa ta na Okaro to de yi Nene na wa Benin na Benin MOWA Igo no vote na Eba Royal Museum Ogagwa Osalobo no ye ibagbo gwa be lerun yi Oba no sokori ebo na no si gbenari ebo na Ebi no ma ka ke Otedo we ni edoro e Obi edogwe hin Gbegbedu we si e gan bagbe Dolari Otedo a O mani Emi ha e o hin arun are
Ogaruo. Oginyeho. Ami nu ya teboro.
Awe wa.
Amen watai kikwa kiko. Igele. Igani kwa. Ohaniko. Okarwa kiana. Egwagwe na kam wa tokin afu wa yagbe. Oma ero ka mo ma go bade. Ibiado. Yawe le ma ye kon wa. Kikwa kiko wa jegbe wo wa. Wa jegbe wo wa. Wa gi ori owe mi ma to gbe. Ibude egware nonu wa. Ni pe Ibiado. Okagele. Ejo were eni gelu ma sota e kame e gawo no gbe gawo no lo wa gi ma se gan do ya ro no ma keke Otedo run do ni emen wa ta maga haso ogogo fu egbinoro okay, I'll be manedo. When I'll be manedo, a yoke we are on in my affair. Oh, bag I talk by here. Anyway, Guan, Agbina Agueno Zuro Wagagbina. But I don't know. I don't have no piano. Owe ha o. Owo tunu si wo se na ba na hin. Owe ni en laso ni en lavan. O ma ge owe ni en yayo ma bo. Ke ono e kwe hu na ka na du kere. Gbe. E ma ni. Iya ga biye, iya yore. So godo so kuku. E ramiri no pe mane ho. E debo ka be debo ase. Ni ka oni bua edo na. Wa ja wi ma ya o. Wa ja wi ma ya. Egwa monoba. O monoba. Wenu wa mudia. Kegwa eri egwa we mudia kuwa. Ofu wa yagbe o. Na yi tana ni ma akpon wa ne. Aye tona fo wa ke we gbe tu e. Wa ya ben wa ya yogogo re na. Ogogo nu wa ya re Aiguoba. Ogogo ni o be le lu asogbe. Kipia kiko. O e johani pia. O haniko. Ben wa ya re. Alaho ogogo ni awe ya kwari ogbe agbina wa ya ro ese emen wa tai aya ka so wa ya be wa o agwa tuwa